Welcome Pisces to your horoscope for March 2020. We do have Mercury, which is in Pisces, but it's actually going retrograde. So we're back in Aquarius towards the 11th of March. So when Mercury is in retrograde, it's the planet of communications, also your mind. You might not feel the best, the way you're thinking and the way what's happening around you, but also a time where we just be cautious of signing new contracts or starting new projects. They might not be working out the way you want it to. So it's best to start doing those things when Mercury is going forward, not backwards. But in saying that, if you've got a new contract for a job, just say, and you need to sign it for, a certain date, of course, you need to sign it. Don't delay it just because of that. If you have to sign something, of course, just check over it, make sure everything is right. Just pay attention to detail. When I put out these cards for you Pisceans for March, I do feel like you're wanting a bit more stability this month, a bit more peace. You're wanting things to be fair and just. You don't sort of want any conflict this month. You just want to glide through. However, I do feel like there is going to be a decision that needs to be made. It's like a fork in the road. So two choices are going to come for you. And I do feel like this is to do with work, Pisceans. This might be an emotional decision that you have to make, but it's one that I do feel like you're going to have to make this month. The 4th of March is standing out to me as well. I do feel like there are some achievements to be made. There's also some work around the home, more on the outside and the garden. I feel like you might need to attend those as well, Pisceans. And to just be more attentive and to just look at the beauty of things. I feel like it's coming out for you for this month. When I do go to work, I do see it as it is a bit stale there. As I said, I feel like a decision is going to be having to made. It's like you guys also have a hunger to be wealthy or earn money. I can see that coming in. It's also where it, as I said, stale, but it's also, you might have a feeling of being trapped or overwhelmed, or like there's no freedom to move. I get this card, whenever I get this card, it's all about stuff like, it's like you can't move, it's suffocation, like we're in the sarcophagus there. So I will say that to do with work. Also, there's something going on with work or your career that you're not actually seeing the full detail. There is growth coming up behind the scenes, but it's like we just can't see it yet. So that's probably why we are feeling so stuck and things are feeling so stale. But this decision is going to be having to make. It might even be the later point of the month, but it will bring in a bit more freedom and a bit more flexibility as well. In terms of family, I feel like there could be a sense of movement there for you Pisces in terms of family. Maybe you're moving homes, moving on to better things. Maybe you've had some words with a family member and then you're moving on from it and you've grown from that situation. I also see some self-reflecting, and this could be to do with like when we talk about siblings, sisters and brothers. I see growth, but there's also any icy situations that happen and melting, so I do see it's being more positive, but it's also about self-reflection as well. So I will say to have a look at that. When I look at other relationships, I do see you guys being more of a homebody in March. And I will say Pisces, happy birthday to her birthday in March as well. Her birthday month coming up in March. With her other relationships, I do see you, spending time with others. Some relationships that you see an ending with. This could be to do with romance, with partners, long-term partners. I do see some of you making those endings, or maybe you're thinking about ending relationships. I feel like some of you might actually do it in June, but there is some talk or something about ending relationships that you have with others. And it's also, I see a bit about getting away, so you might want to go to the beach. I feel like being around water is going to help you in the month of March as well. And it's like you just want some peace, some quiet. You just want to get away from anything that's any negativity or anything that's not serving you. You just want to get some peace and quiet. And I just feel like there's a lot of, I'm seeing a lot of water, so I feel like water is a big part for you this month, and that being around water is going to help you go through whatever it is you're going through this month, Pisces. You are a water sign, so that would make sense. Any trouble that I do see for you, again, it's a water card. It's about, going back into nature. Maybe it's camping or going to a place near water. I do see that's happening big for you, Pisceans, as well. So any sort of health, any sort of thing I'm getting about your health is about maybe being a bit more active, so getting out more, running a bit more, getting a bit more sporty as well. Also communicate. If you feel like you do have anything that's going on, communicate it to someone. Let them know, maybe a doctor, let them know that this is what you're going through, this is what's happening. I feel like that should be done, especially when in the middle of March as well. And also, I just feel like this month it's just good to be out in nature. Meditate in nature. If you even meditate while walking, just to get things out, keeping everything bottled up inside, and to just try and find a way to get those feelings out as well. You're a very emotional star sign, I might add, Piscean. So you are. You don't mind if you cry. Like you are quite an emotional star sign. But in saying that, it's like this month is about getting out those emotions as well. So I will leave it there, Pisceans. So thank you for liking, thank you for sharing, thank you for your comments, and I'll see you for next month for April.